His 53rd match, got the 200 wickets in the last game, just got that wonderful milestone, and he's going to roll his arms because Bangladesh desperately in search of a wicket. This is the first morning here of the second test match at Chattogram. Good morning, Tino Maboyo.
Morning, Shamim Chowdhury. Morning to everybody who's tuned in to the second test match. Final one of the series.
Slip and a forward short leg for the left-hander. It's to be seen if he can extract a bit of turn early on. Just the 8th over with the new ball. Can't expect too much in terms of purchase, but you'd expect those variations that played a major role in getting all those wickets in the first test. Yeah. Oh, got the edge, got the wicket. Almost. I thought he had grabbed it. Oh dear.
Opportunity early for Bangladesh. Just as you're talking about how much purchase they'll be able to get, there's just enough here. And I think he's just snatched at it. Shadman Islam. Hands going a little bit lower than they should have. Early reprieve for Curran.
Indeed, that and the slips should have been taken. No excuses. Oh, that will be so demoralizing for the bowler in getting the edge of the bat, getting the ball to go to the slips at a comfortable height. Look at this. In the slips, you expect to take those 99 times of 100. But he carries on.
Yeah, the drop will definitely be disappointing. However, the spinners getting outside edges this early in the test match for Bangladesh in particular will be encouraging.
Yeah, boy.
Just a little tuck around. A lot of shouting. You can feel that there is buzz in the air. They feel that they missed out, but they're not going to really lose their focus.
That should have been taken. Pretty simple chance to Shadman Islam, and you can see the disappointment.
Well, the left-right combination has been a bit of a concern for Bangladesh in Sylhet, and these two batted, scored 95, the partnership. And now with Mehdi Hasan Miraj bowling to the right-hander Brian Bennett, who's on 13. Try and just maybe bowl one of those tough spinners on, maybe that goes away. With the new ball, you can expect that to happen. It's a question of how he holds the ball. Is the seam upright or angled? Right behind that. 29 without loss. Well, opportunity missed in the previous over from Mehdi Hasan Miraj, and used the edge, but they've got to forget that. 29 in just the 8 overs, going at a good clip here, riding their luck. Had a couple of inside edges, outside edges, but they survive. So 2 slips and was a staggered 3rd slip and a gully in position for the left-hander Ben Curran. There they are. There is a short extra cover, a mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket and a deep fine leg. The field set here for Hassan Mahmood. Done well, generated quite a bit of pace with the new ball. Got a bouncer to go way over.
Yeah, I think evidence already that it's going to be tough work for the faster bowlers on the surface. Ball carrying through just about waist height on the morning of day one. You would expect the carry to be a lot better by virtue of it being day one pitch of a test match.
Last ball was 137 in Sylhet. You'd expect that to bounce and carry. A little tentative whether to go for it or not. The ball hitting bad. Yet, you know, the difference in the bounce, 8 centimeters between bowl. Ajmal Hassan Shantu will be hoping that one of his bowlers gets that first wicket. We know the advantage that a team batting first has here in Chattogram. Nice, straight to the fielder. Ajmal Hassan Shantu. It's very hot and muggy out there, as we felt in the Envision, Tino. And you have to sort of ensure that you don't lose too much body fluids, replenish yourself with some rehydration on a constant basis for the fielding unit, particularly the bowlers.
Yeah, if ever the players on the field are going to need that breeze coming in from the sea, it's going to be today. Very warm. Is there occasionally that breeze? – 25 matches have been played here at Chattogram. Batting first. Won by 11 teams. Team batting second. Winning just 7. So, wonderful opportunity. Batting first at Chattogram to get a score. Go on to win the test match. Beautiful. Looks lovely, doesn't it?
Bumper to finish the over. 30 without loss. Lovely stadium here in Chattogram, not too far from the Bay of Bengal, out in the distance over there. Breeze blowing, but it is hot and muggy. Whereas continues. Could have got a wicket in the previous over.
Played such a crucial role with the ball in hand, and he almost won the test match for Bangladesh. Sylhet.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, 5 and 4 in the 2 innings, and got that milestone we're talking about in the previous test match, and still at 200 wickets. 7 for 58, his best. Just leans back, ambles the single. Yeah, Mehdi Miraj got his 200th wicket. It was Masakadza, and that's how he got it. That is a super delivery. Held its line, playing inside. Just got to clip the bails there.
Yeah, apart from it being a super delivery, it was at such a crucial time in the test match then, and it just gave Bangladesh a little opening. Masakadza was the last recognized batsman, and his dismissal just gave Bangladesh a bit of hope.
Oh, nicely backed away. He really loved playing that shot. Oh, delightful. Races away. It's ample time to rock back and whack it away.
Hey, it's good off the back foot through the offside to the spinners. This is Mehdi Hassan in the first test. He's got few deliveries to entice the batsman into looking to go down the ground. Have a look at his pitch map. 81% of his deliveries, dot balls, those pulsating white balls, are his wickets, and how many of those in that good length? As well as 68% of all the deliveries he bowled. His experience really counted in that first innings, because there was no turn. It was a skin and guile.
Got hold of that. Touch short, he was onto it in a flash. It went racing away to the boundary. It's been a 9-run over, 39 without loss. Well, the captain of Bangladesh, Najmul Hossain Shanto, will be a tad concerned with the start that Zimbabwe has had in the first innings of the second test. It's 10 overs, the run rate is so good. There have been quite a lot of boundaries. Yeah, and now he is ringing the changes. Tanzim Hassan Saqib replacing Hassan Mahmood at the rocket end. 2 slips and a gully in position. Try and use the edge. Just dropping short. They just haven't had the luck. It's Shadman again.
Yeah, I think the cordon's got to come up. He just looks like he's too far away where he is, Shadman. In particular, when we were talking about the ball just going through at about waist level. Wouldn't have mattered though if you're taking the catch, no ball.
That's one area you need, maybe trying a little extra, trying to put, well, that's a big no ball, but did induce the edge. Got a little bit of bounce and just dropping short. Now, he was guilty in his previous spell of bowling the ball too straight. Couple of balls down the leg side were whipped away. It's a question of persistence outside the line of the off stump. Bangladesh have been asked to bowl first on a wicket in a stadium where batting team have always had the advantage, batting first after winning the toss. Bangladesh Chattogram have lost 16. 1-2 matches. They try and rectify that. Need to come back and win this one to level the series. Young man on debut will be tested in his resolve and his temperament. But look, the dropped up, a straightforward chance, pretty close to him, and then that just possibly fell right in front. It was a no ball, wouldn't have mattered. Oh, flushing and getting out. That is the one. He tempted him better to have a flash at that one, and it was a good take. Sharp catch taken by Zakir Ali.
This has gone quickly. You can see the reaction of the keeper, Zakir Ali. Goes quickly to his right and completes the catch, which gives him his first wicket in Test match cricket. Brian Bennett looked good, but has to go early. Gone for 21. It's 41 for 1.
The first wicket has fallen for Zimbabwe, and it's a debut wicket for Tanzim Hassan Saqib. That'll give them some relief because some dropped catches. The change of ends helped. This is Welch coming in. Test career, 5th match for him. And he's in the middle because of this. Could have left it alone.
Yeah, he could have. Strong in that area when he does get the ball away, but a bit of extra pace and bounce can result in this happening. It's a good catch. And the first slip very wide, Shadman Islam, so wouldn't have been there behind the keeper to take the catch. Always a special moment, your first Test match wicket.
Absolutely, that will excite him further and perk him up. Wow, that's a lovely channel to welcome the new batter. First match, first wicket. Oh, what a wonderful feeling it must be. So for any Test player, particularly this format of the game, to any player in cricket is the pinnacle of achievement. Thinking of some changes, maybe strengthen the slips cordon. Oh, that's a big appeal, but maybe doing a little too much. They're pondering a review, just asking the keeper, what was the line like? What was the bounce like?
You know, watching this live, you feel it's probably just done a bit too much, and he's probably getting feedback that there was possibly a bit of inside edge as well. This will let us know. Yes. Sensible decision made by the Bangladesh fielders.
Right over from Tanzim Saqib. 41 for 1. Just for those who have joined us late, that's the situation. Zimbabwe winning the toss and not surprisingly deciding to bat first. Started off well enough. They've lost a wicket.
Yeah, that was first innings, first test in Sille. And this is first innings, second test in Chattogram. Brian Bennett, very similar dismissals. Probably just a bit of an area of concern for the young man.
But you know, they say your strongest areas may be the areas that you collapse to or surrender to because you have a penchant for trying to go every time. With the success rate you have, you're tempted to go for similar shots, which can be avoided at times.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Great bowling. Great bowling. Good bowling, Milan. One turn. To the slips, boy.
Oh, he thought of going for a run. Good work by the bowler on his follow through. Jumped across. Very agile, Mehdi Hassan.
Yeah, Curran thought that this had gone past him. Good dive in there from Mehdi Hassan. He's gone a long way straight into the hand. Fortunately, no power behind the throw.
Good action. Oh, this is a beautiful delivery. Really keeping the batters honest, making them committed to the shots. Nothing wayward so far. Slip on a forward shot leg. That is a maiden over. 41 for 1. With the initial momentum created by the Zimbabwean batters, 7 boundaries in that almost hour's play. I think Bangladesh done well to pull it back, took that wicket, stemmed the flow of runs. Yet to open his account. 3 balls, Welch.
Now this is the first test dismissal. Have a look at that front foot and back foot on middle stump and have gone nowhere. Have a look at today. That front foot has just come forward down the line of the middle stump. But again, your back foot, which you really want to be going across and into line, hasn't gone anywhere. So some work to be done for Brian Bennett.
You also have to give credit to the bowlers in doing the homework, knowing that there will be some temptation from Bennett to go for anything a tad wide. The bounce, which possibly they did not expect from this Chattogram track, just said it's a little lower in comparison with Sylhet. Was slightly cramped. Nicely behind that. Half a stop, enough to stop the batters from thinking about a run.
Yeah, nice positive stroke, good intent shown by Welch. Didn't get runs in that first test, so he'll be looking to get himself in and gain some confidence, get some runs. First time around here especially. 2 and 10 his contributions in that first test.
What a delivery! What a jaffa! Oh my goodness, he didn't know anything about that, the batter.
It's well played because he's kept the hands nice and low, and I don't know why they haven't taken a run here, because they could have. Nicely done.
Well, on second thoughts, yeah, give the batter the credit that maybe dropped his bat initially, thought about going for it, got the shoulder. Torrid times, just there, past the gloves, right in time. Oh, and he gets his first runs. That leaves some nerves. It's been quite an intriguing first hour of play here in Chattogram. Talked about that fantastic test match in Sylhet. You can feel that same kind of vibe is going across the players and the expectations that this will also be a humdinger of a test match. Possibly the last ball before a drinks break. That'll be welcomed by the players on this hot and muggy day. Watermelon, bananas, rehydration down the leg side. No runs, and that is over. 42 for 1. It's time for drinks and some rehydration.
স্টেডিয়ামে উপস্থিত সকল দর্শকদের মনোযোগ আকর্ষণ করছি। আইসিসি বর্ণ বৈষম্য আইনি ধারা সম্পর্কে আপনাদের অবহিত করা হচ্ছে। দর্শকগণ কোনো খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কোনো কর্মকর্তা অথবা দর্শকদের প্রতি জাতি, ধর্ম, বর্ণ, দেশ বা কোনো সম্প্রদায় সম্পর্কিত এমন কোনো আচরণ করবে না, এমন কোনো কাজ বা কথা বলবে না যা উক্ত খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কর্মকর্তা অথবা অন্য দর্শকদের মর্মাহত করে, যা অপমানজনক, লজ্জাকর, ভীতিকর, হুমকিস্বরূপ অথবা অপবাদমূলক। বর্ণ বৈষম্যমূলক আইনি ধারার প্রয়োগ। দর্শকদের স্মরণ করে দেওয়া যাচ্ছে যে জাতিগত বৈষম্যমূলক কোনো মন্তব্য অথবা কর্মকাণ্ডের সাথে জড়িত হয়ে থাকলে তাদেরকে 1. মাঠ থেকে বহিষ্কার করা হতে পারে, 2. অপরাধমূলক আইনি ব্যবস্থা নেওয়া হতে পারে, 3. ছবি অথবা ভিডিও ইমেজের মাধ্যমে শনাক্ত করে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে আজীবন নিষেধাজ্ঞা আরোপ করা হতে পারে। ধন্যবাদ।
Zimbabwe winning the toss and deciding to bat first have made a steady start. Yes, they've lost a wicket earlier on. Such a beautiful batting pitch. A little bit of inside edge earlier on, but lovely drive down the ground from the right hander. Width on offer, gets the treatment. Also very good off his legs. The opening pair was looking good. That was a straightforward chance put down by Shadman Slam of the bowling of Madison Mirage. Can't afford to bowl short on these kind of surfaces. This also just probably falling short. That was a good grab. Finally, Brian Bennett, and a wicket in his very first test match on debut. Tanzim Hassan Shakib picking up a wicket. After an hour play, Zimbabwe 42 for 1. The lost wicket of Brian Bennett up to Ben Curran and Welch to build up a partnership on a surface which is already looking very good for batting. Good morning, Pervez Maroof.
Morning to you, Athar Ali Khan. It has been a good start. 42 for 1, 13 overs. We did everything. We had a wicket, we had boundaries, we had some good bowling. From the fast bowlers, Mehdi Hassan Miraj getting some turn off the pitch. Exactly what we needed. Important test match. 7 boundaries been scored in the first hour. Need that umbrella, don't we? Especially the comfort level in the middle is not so great, with the humid level is quite big. These players' fitness levels will be tested in these conditions, that's for sure. The fact Mehdi Hassan Miraj will continue after the water break from the Dutch Bangla bank end. And Nicholas Welch is the delivery with a slip, a Silimi down, a short mid wicket, deep square leg, fine leg, long on, short extra cover, and mid off the field for Miraj.
Zimbabwe will be eyeing to create history. Remember, they're already 1 up in this 2-match series. Tries to reverse. There you go. There was a nod on the head from the umpire, Kumar Dharmasena, also making sure he's given it, but I reckon they've taken the review. Yes, they have.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for court. Original decision is out. Bowler's feet checked, it's a fair delivery. Can I have spin vision, please? Keep that rolling through, please, Low. Yeah. Thank you. Ball's close to the gloves there. I'm going to need to see ultra edge when available, please. Ultra edge coming through now. Keep that rolling through, please. Low. Keep it rolling right through. Yeah, keep it rolling right through. Yeah, ball has clearly missed the glove and hit the forearm. It's not out caught. Let's just check LBW, please, just to be certain, starting with a not out decision, please, Lau. Thank you. Okay, pitching outside off and impact is outside. I'm going to go back to Kumar on field. Kumar, change your decision to not out. Your on-screen signal now.
Yeah, good review taken. Very good. Straight away, the batter was sure that, you know, he didn't hit it off the gloves. But what a shot to play after the drinks break. The very first delivery, Ma. And he's gone to play a reverse. He's got away with it.
I wasn't sure what was mixed in that water. First ball after a drinks break in a test match, you play expansive reverse sweep. Not too happy, I'm sure, the Zimbabwe dugout. Lucky. I thought Kumar Dharmasena initially thought it's not out, but probably he would have been prompted as well with the shot. And Richard Kettleborough, third umpire, definition of good third umpiring. He went through the entire process. Initially the catch, then the LBW. Spot on.
Zimbabwe would also need to remember that this is a good hunting ground for the batters. The last 2 test matches, teams batting first have gone past 500 runs in the first innings and went on to win the test match. South Africa and Sri Lanka in those last 2 test matches. The only time they went on to win a series against Bangladesh in Bangladesh way back in 2001. You can see the average score batting first here. Average first inning score is 388. So you got to take full advantage. I think it's a good toss to win. But since 2001, they have not won a series in Bangladesh, but they're in with a chance. And to be able to bat first, they need to make sure that to put on a really big total, 43 for 1. In the bilateral series of these two, I was just pointing that the one went on to win 1-0 way back in 2001 and 2002. They play quite a lot of cricket among themselves. Last time they were here was in 21-22. Nicely played. A little bit too full and onto the pads. He's clipped it away for a couple of runs.
In Chattogram, Bangladesh record isn't that promising. Lost 16, just won 2 test matches. Surely Zimbabweans would have had that stat in them as well. Batting first, huge advantage. They need to somehow make sure that at least get to that average first inning score of 388 to put some pressure on the local side. Missed out. Setting up the tones, laying the foundation since Brian Bennett has been dismissed. They rely a lot on these two pairs, and skipper Irvin Williams. These are the players somehow make the runs for Zimbabwe.
Yeah, we've spoken about how well this surface is for batting, but if you look at the bowling department, spin have done well in terms of wickets. Spinners have taken so far 83 wickets in the last 5 test matches, as compared to the Pacers with 65 wickets. So there is something for the seam, as we saw earlier on, especially with the new ball when it was in operation. There's a bit of a movement, hint of a swing, but not for a longer period of time. So it was important for Shanto and company to make use of it, because once the batters get in, it just gets so very difficult to dislodge them. There's nothing much happening for Tanzim Hassan Saki. We really don't see any swing or seam. It's good conditions for batting.
Ever since he changed his end, started his spell from the Dutch Buckler Bank
So
end, now bowling from the Rocket end. It's looked quite threatening from the far end.
When it was in operation.
Pace is up there, the fast has been 134, average has been close to 130, 132.
It was important
All
for
about
Shanto and company
being aggressive,
to make use of it. Because once the batters
as well
get
as
in,
Nick Reg. For some
it just
reason,
gets
ever
so
since
very
the water
difficult
break,
to
he's not
dislodge.
looking comfortable. First ball after the water break, he played a reverse sweep this occasion, coming down the track towards the bowler, trying to mix up the lengths of the fast bowler who's been hitting that good length area continuously.
Really don't see any swing or seam.
Good,
Good
tough
conditions
test
for
cricket
batting.
being dished out by both the sides in the middle. Ever since he changed his end, started his spell from the Dutch Buckler Bank end, now bowling from the
Yeah,
Rocket
nice
end.
and steady is what the bowlers will need to do it on a consistent basis. Bowl a good line and length.
134, average has been close to 130,
Lovely,
132.
beautifully played. Down the ground. So lovely to watch. Well done. Pulled that back. Beautifully played down the ground.
First ball after
Shanta, the skipper, will probably have another look.
Down the track towards the bowler, trying to mix up the lengths of the fast bowler who's been hitting that good length area continuously.
Really don't see any swing or seam.
Good, tough test cricket being dished out by both the sides in the middle. Ever since he changed his end,
47 for 1.
spell from the Dutch Buckler Bank end, now bowling from the
Yeah, nice and steady is what the bowlers will need to do it on a consistent basis. Bowl a good line and length.
134, average has been close to 130.
Lovely, beautifully played. Down the ground. So lovely to watch. Well done. Pulled that back. Beautifully played down the ground. Shanta, the skipper, will probably have another look. He's bowled a beautiful line, hasn't he, Medias and Miraj? 47 for 1. Really give you any room whatsoever.
Guys, coming guys.
Last ball of the previous over.
Yeah, good cricket all round. Beautiful length, nicely driven down the ground by Nicholas Welch. Najmul Hassan Shah to the captain, saving a couple of runs and setting the standards for the rest of the fielders, throwing himself. Exactly what I said previously. Good tough cricket being dished out. At the moment, Mehdi Hassan Miraj keeping things tight. He's playing with the field at square leg. He's sometimes having met deep square leg. Now at the moment trying to cut off the single. Playing with the mind of Ben Karan, who takes the aerial route this occasion and brings up the first rocket 6 of this test match.
Any room whatsoever. Brings up the 50 for Zimbabwe with that excellent shot. His eyes lit up because it was in the slot.
Yeah, good cricket all round. Beautiful length, nicely
really
driven
good
down
punch.
the ground by Nicholas Welch. Najmul Hassan Shah to the captain.
What a lovely shot that is.
Saving a couple of runs.
Gone
And
for the
setting
maximum.
standards for the rest of the fielders, throwing himself. Exactly what I
Brothers,
said
once
previously.
do get
Good
set,
tough cricket
will
being
enjoy
dished out.
batting, especially
At the moment,
on
Mehdi
this
Hassan Miraj
surface.
keeping things tight. He's playing with the field at square leg. He's
So good.
sometimes having met deep square leg. Now at the moment trying to cut off the single.
Apart from that lucky
The mind of,
escape early
Ben
on
Karan, who takes
of the
the
bowling
aerial
of
route this
Mehdi Hassan
occasion.
Miraj when he was dropped
Brings up
in the
first
slips.
rocket 6 of this test match. He did look really good in Sylhet as well. Scored 18 of 55 in the first innings, 44 in the second innings of 75. At the moment, 20 of 45 deliveries. Apart from the drop catch, has been good. 53 for 1.
Gone for the maximum.
For the rest of the fielders, throwing himself.
Brothers, once do get set, will enjoy batting, especially on this surface.
Keeping things tight. Playing with the field at square leg.
So good. Apart from that lucky escape early on of the bowling of Mehdi Hassan Miraj when he was dropped in the slips.
They did look really good in Sylhet as well. Scored 18 of 55 in the first innings.
70% humidity,
75 at the moment.
29, or surely
20 of 45
players will be feeling a little bit more heat in the middle.
53 for 1.
The sun staring down. Tanzim continues. Both teams making changes, leaving out a seamer and bringing a lucky escape early on. We've already seen Mehdi Hassan Miraj in the attack. There is Taijul Islam, and there's also the tall, lanky right-arm off-spinner Naeem Hassan, who made his debut at this ground way back in 2018, which was against West Indies. Surely players will be on debut he picked up a 5 for 61. The sun staring down. Won't be surprised if he comes into the attack.
Tactical changes made by both
Both teams
sides.
making changes.
The pitch in Sylhet being a bit spicy,
seamer
bounce,
and bringing
pace. Clearly, it was Urbani's effect. In Chattogram,
Already seen
understandably
Mehdi Hassan
going
Miraj
for
in the
their
attack. There is Taijul Islam.
tried and tested
And there's
most,
also the tall, lanky right-arm
which is
off-spinner
slow. Shot,
Naeem Hassan,
did not get up, and that's a
who
flat
made his
hit.
debut at this ground.
Tanzim Hassan Shakib wanted to be aggressive, but that
2018,
occasion,
which was
Nicholas
against
Welch,
West Indies.
he was equal to the task and bring up his first rocket
On
6
debut, picked
in
up
this
a 5
innings.
for 61. That's a cracking shot. He comes into the attack. The idea was to get the ball go a little bit higher, maybe around the shoulder height, but it didn't really get up.
By both sides.
They set up very nicely, and look at that
pitch
full shot.
in Sylhet,
Right from the middle part of the bat.
Face. Clearly, it was Urbani's effect. In
Very good.
Chattogram, understandably going for
Excellent shot. Yeah, but just looking at how comfortable they have been, especially against seam, that's the reason why I feel maybe a spin from both ends. Not a bad idea. There's Taijul Islam, the left-arm orthodox, shy at the stumps.
aggression. Richard Kettlebury from the third umpire getting the message down to the umpire in the middle. It's a no ball. Effort delivery, understandably, a fast bowler never likes to get hit, especially for a 6 in a test match. Overstriding. That 6 for me is more than a hit, it's a statement. Having the right frame of mind, if it's loose, if it's in your arc, you go after it. Follow-up delivery by Tanzim Hassan Shakib was right on the money, unfortunately overstepping. Much better, pulling the length back slightly, not that short. And there was a beautiful hit. Slowness of the pitch in display. Bounce attempted, not getting up. More than a hit, that's a slap. Flat, hard. Over square leg she goes.
Too short, too wide. Nicely taken by Zakir Ali, because otherwise it would have gone on for the boundary.
Effort delivery, way too short. Kumar Dharmasena getting some exercise at square leg. Not happy. Tanzim Hassan Shakib, ever since he was smashed over that square leg boundary, he's running in hard, his aggression is gone up a notch. He is itching. Important couple of deliveries coming up in this over.
Again a short one, and again it's been put away. This time in front of the square. There was a fielder at deep square leg, but he had ample time to rock back and put it away towards the mid-wicket area for another very good looking boundary.
Set up again. In front of square. The previous 6 went behind square or just front of square. This is more like towards mid-wicket. Inexperienced bowling by Tanzim Hassan Shakib. On debut, yes, aggression is good. You need aggression. Sometimes when you overdo it, batsmen are settled, especially at this test level. Batsmen at number 3, they're expecting. Expensive over comes to an end. 12 runs from that over. 65 for 1.
Already 8 4s and 2 6s in boundaries, and only the 17th over. We managed to bowl. Not the right length from Shakib. Because if you pitch it short, you got to get a bit of an extra bounce. You got to get it higher, around the eye level, maybe around the shoulder. Didn't happen in the previous over. The partnership looking good now. He's doing his job pretty good. Madison Miraj just keeping the batters quiet.
Good batting. Good batting. First couple of deliveries, solid in defense this occasion. The line slightly like stumpish, just getting a single, making sure that Miraj works hard for his wicket. Very lucky then current to be remaining in the pitch. Already a couple of 6s in the first session of the game. Up in Silla we had 10 of them, rocket 6s. Showing the aggression, especially the left-hander in the previous over against Miraj. Going against the turn. I don't think that Miraj should mind it, because the left-hander was going against the turn. And Nicholas Welch coming down the track. Probably Medias and Miraj saw him coming down the track, pulled the length back. This is a good battle between Miraj and the two Zimbabwean batters in the middle.
Yeah, clever piece of bowling. He saw the batter coming down the wicket, so pulls the length back.
Beauty, Mira.
Because if you can manage to keep the batters quiet on this docile surface, then there will be a bit of a pressure. That's what you need to do, especially on these kind of surfaces. Again, this time he connects well and it brings up another rocket 6
Risky.
to finish the over. 72 for 1.
Chalo, DJ. Change the ball and left arm over to you. Right. Stop.
We've seen those 3 6s coming in quick succession. Just a couple of overs, they've managed to pick up some big shots and connected well.
Last 3 overs, 3 sixes. Every over had a 6, and this was the last one. No second thoughts by Nicholas Wells. She was quite clear. There was a fielder, deep square leg. Tajul Islam, for the first time in this game, replaces Tanzim Hassan Shakib from the Rakuten.
Yeah, it was expected because Madison Miraj is bowling from the other end. And they have decided to bring Tajul Islam. 219 wickets, best of 8 for 39, and they'll be hoping that he can get some sort of purchase the first day of this second test match. Bowden just couldn't come back to cut it off, because I thought he could have been coming onto the front foot. Lovely delivery, and knocks the leg stump out of the ground.
Time to play against the turn. The invitation was offered with extra cover being vacant. That was quick by Tajul Islam. 87.8 inside edge, hint of turn, disturbs the stumps. Exactly what Shanto, the skipper, would have expected when he brought in his experienced man Tajul. Ben Karan, 21 50 deliveries. Zimbabwe 72 for 2.
John Williams, the former captain, will be in and be hoping that he can produce a good knock. This career, his average is very good. Best of 154. He is here because it's a poor shot attempted by Ben. Yes, I don't think it was that shot. That was turned and then got cramped up inside edge and onto this leg stump. So success for Tajul Islam in his very first over. So he got to hand it over to Nazmul Shanto, the skipper. Good change. And that's exactly what he would have been looking forward to. Get a new batter in. Right. It's taking a little bit time to set the field. Absolutely fine. They'll be hoping that maybe they can eke out a wicket or two before the lunch break.
The two Bs in the dressing room now, Brian and Ben, will be kicking themselves. Did the hard yards initial period, and both of them have thrown their wickets away with scoring 21 each. Playing an important test match, an opportunity to win a series away from home. What you want from your opening batters and the number 3 is to lay the foundation. And what's disappointing if you're a Zimbabwean fan would be once they got themselves in around the time, throwing your wickets away.
An extra fielder comes in, and now there are 3 in closing catching position. And when you look at the 2 dismissal, it's a case of poor shot selection. One trying to chase a wide one, the right-hander, and then the left-hander, Ben Curran, trying to cut a ball which turned in and cramped him. Look at this, could have left it alone. It's a sharp catch. Credit to Tanzim Hassan Saqib for his very first wicket in Test cricket. Look at that. Trying to cut one that is a little bit too close to cut. So they'll be disappointed to see those dismissal back in the dressing room. It's a good start for Tajul Islam.
Coming guys.
And Nicholas Welch too showed aggression. Remember the first ball after the water break, going straight away, going for river sweep. Looking at the replay, he'll be kicking himself. Did the hard yards, missed the length, in against the turn and castled his leg stump. Nicely bowled. Very good start by Tajul Islam. Wicket in his first over. 73 for 2.
Both the openers for Zimbabwe got starts, but both back in the hut for 21. Falling to Seema and Saqib, the other one falling prey to the spinner Tajul. Nicholas Welch quickly moved on to 22. Operating with spin from both ends is the Bangladesh captain, as well as Shanto. Miraz, very tidy from the Dutch Bangla bank end. With the opportunity now to welcome my fellow commentator, Chandresh Narayanan. Welcome to Bangladesh. Very good morning.
Good morning, Samanai. Great to be back in Bangladesh. To play that very watchfully. Yes, it's been an engrossing 90 minutes or so of this test match. It's been fascinating to watch. The seesaw battle that we witnessed in Sylhet is continuing here as well. Chattogram.
Good boy, good boy.
Turn much. Testing time for the Zimbabwe batters. Mentioned how 388 is the average first inning score here. Stadium in Chattogram. But I think Shanto has been sniffing something, seeing that getting spinners from both ends, slowing it down, working so far.
That's important for Shanto to do that. He's got just the right man here, Mehdi Hasan Miraz. Confidence will be sky high after what he did in the first test match. Really been the form player for Bangladesh. Miraz really adds a different dimension to this attack and gives the confidence to the captain to keep attacking, because he knows that one end is bottled up nicely by Miraz. He can rotate the bowlers around.
The maiden bowled by Miraz, 73 for 2.
Top class, top class. ওরাই তো মনে হয় অসময়। আইলে ছড়া দিব।
Tanzim Saqib on debut got the very first breakthrough. Guilty of being quite expensive though, Taijul with the second wicket. Just bowled the solitary over from that far end, the rocket end. 1 for 1, off 1. Slip, short leg. It's also short cover. Catching position for Nicholas Welch. Oh, that did rise up a bit.
Yeah, Welch checking his shot there. Right on the money once again. First over, first wicket. Once again, round the wicket. Oh, huge appeal there. Conferring. Interesting to see if really go upstairs.
They might just. The question is whether there was any involvement of the bat. That is the question from the bowler, the captain. I think Mominul ensuring who's standing at short leg. Yes, he confirms he is going upstairs. Is Nazmul Hussain Shanto going over to Richard Kettleborough.
Just roll that through. Just roll that. Take it back, please, sir. Roll it through, nice. Okay, looks like there may be an inside edge there. We're going to have to check with Ultra Edge, please, when available. Take it right back, though. Right back, please. Slow. Frame by frame, please. Frame by frame. Frame by frame, yeah. Next one, please. Yeah. Okay. Just take it back one frame, please. Yeah. And no. Slow. Freeze it there. Yeah. With no conclusive evidence that is bat or pad first. Just go through, please, just to make sure that the ball's not being caught, please. Can you just roll it right through, please, to make sure the ball is not being caught? Take it through, please. Okay, thank you. Going to go back to Richard on field. Illy, you can stay with your original decision of not out. You're on screen, signal now.
Yeah, Richard Kettleborough confirming that the other Richard was spot on with the decision on field. Key here, Chandresh, two things. One, if it got any bat, TV umpire mentioned no conclusive evidence if it hit the bat first or the pad, and then went on to see if anybody, in fact, if the keeper had caught it. Comes down the wicket. Times people might feel that TV umpire sitting in an AC room, doing a very important job. It's a tedious job.
Absolutely. Thankless job at best. So responded the ball after, but the previous delivery when they went upstairs for a review, it was a case of margins here and there. It could have been very close. On balance, difficult to say whether they took the right call to go upstairs, but they appealed, and rightly so. They went upstairs. They got the result from the third umpire. Nigel's been very impressive. This is just his second over. Skipper would be happy that his two premier spinners have started off well.
Tell you what, as evident, attack mode is on. Spinners certainly testing Zimbabwe batters. Sean Williams and Nicholas Welch have got a big job to do, steadying the ship. Partnership to a 15. Will allow one more single. 2 singles here. 75 for 2.
Before lunch, 2 more before lunch.
Nicholas Welch on 23 with the experienced Sean Williams on 2.
2 more, boy.
And both these batters, plenty going for them. Sean Williams being a top run scorer for the visiting side since 2024, close to 400 runs in 8 innings. Averaging over 56 is Sean Williams. Got a 50 in the first innings of the Sylhet Test as well. Comes in with a lot of experience.
Been around for close to 2 decades now. Longest serving international cricketer right now. Close to 1500 runs now. Very good average as well. 45. Ooh, jumped up. Just had to watch that one. Lots of revs and ooh, you had to check that shot the very last minute. That should excite Mehdi Hasan Miraj, but I'm more excited to see Naeem Hasan coming in a bit later on, hopefully.
Mixing it up. He's a clever bowler. Is Mehdi Hasan Miraj. He's varied the pace. 5 the first one, 88 the last one. Blows it down for the very last delivery. Another maiden from Mehdi Hasan Miraj. 75 for 2. It's around the corner of the Bay of Bengal. Beautiful sight. One for you to enjoy when you're here in Chattogram, Chandresh.
Absolutely. Lovely port city. And came here first in 2004. It's changed a lot. But this side, fun to behold, looking for a sharp single. Gets that one finally. Get to see Sean Williams taking on Taijul Islam. It will be interesting to see this battle now.
Yeah, the calling has been good. Understanding has been good, and they understand. Both the spinners from 2 different ends are creeping up on them. An underrated way of releasing pressure, particularly in this format. Plays it with the turn, catch it is the call. Fielder there, away from him. Tanzim Saqib with the despairing dive, but it will go away. over the ropes for Nexus Pay 4.
Yeah, very, very smart shot there by Sean Williams, taking on Taijul, who had Tanzim Saqib stationed there just for that kind of a shot. Was he a bit too in? This is that one. Tough to be a bit critical of Tanzim, but good captaincy there by Nazmul. Oh, this time. Of excitement, Taijul and the wicketkeeper, always very excited about appealing. Excitement is Taijul and the wicketkeeper as well.
He'll be targeting the stumps. He's angling in, have a leg gully in position for the lefty Sean Williams. Short leg as well, a slip. Attacking, encouraging the batter to go for the shots.
Yeah. 23.
Nice and steady. That's what the visitors are looking at the moment. Nicholas Welch and Sean Williams looking to stay afloat, steady, build this partnership up. Applying pressure from both ends. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who's got his 10th in a test match. Third time, the first Bangladeshi to do so. Quite straightish short mid-on there in Mominul Haq. Quite unorthodox. Exactly why he's bowling that line.
Yeah, they are sensing that try to check his shot. That one officially. Yes, oh, missed that one completely. The batter, wicketkeeper, both missing that one. That was a missed opportunity, if ever there was one.
Came down the wicket, got something on it off the pads, perhaps the thigh pad that caught it away from Zakir Ali behind the stumps. Loaded down, seeing the batter, that 79.6 kilometers per hour. Well disguised for Miraz. Just survives this Nick Welch. The very optimistic campaigner is Mehdi Hasan Miraj. No matter the time, just like he floats with the batting position, it's actually because he's someone who raises the hand whenever captain's looking for a performer. Always puts one step forward to take the opportunity, and always believes that he can turn the match on its head. No matter what the circumstances, almost clinched it for Bangladesh. In the first test, room offered, no damage done.
Yeah, Miraz is a complete package, a dream cricketer for any captain or coach to have. He's bowling when he's asked to bowl. He's picked up 200 test wickets. Can bat as well. Really a complete package.
Yeah.
That one watchfully. End of over number 24. It's 81 for 2.
যাওয়ার আগে দুইটা সোজা ছিলেন ভাই সোজা থেকে
From the city of Tea Gardens to the coastlines of Chattogram, here we come for the Dutch Bangla Bank Test Series. The home side in Bangladesh looking to tie it up. Nigel continues from the rocket end. Now, he likes this ground. He's performed in this ground. Even versus South Africa, got a 5 one of the innings just last year. Here, Nigel, 52 wickets, 3 5-wicket hauls here in Chattogram for him. Apart from all the statistics, you know, these players often go through a lot of challenges, such as in the presence of someone like a Shakib Al Hasan, you don't always make the cut, don't always make the side, but you have to be persistent, keep on performing.